right. All right. Thanks for joining us. See if I can get this to work. Hey, everybody. This is my good friend, Lindsey, and she lives in Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, sorry. I had to mute the echo in here. This is Lindsey. She is my friend from Kansas City. She is a busy mom of 3 kids, tons of sports going on, and a husband who is a pilot who travels all the time. And Lindsey, I love her story because really the only reason she gave plexus a try was to lose 5 pounds possibly, and to get her sister-in-law to quit bugging her. So Lindsey, give me an idea about how you felt before plexus.
Well, when I first heard about plexus, I was a new mom to 2. So I had a toddler who was almost 3 and then about a 10-month-old. And I was tired. I was working full time. As you said, my husband is a pilot. And so I was working full time and single mom in it half the time. So just really, really tired. I wasn't fulfilled in the job that I was in. I did not want to be there. It was like the dread of every single day. I was, looking back, I was very inflamed. I didn't realize I was inflamed. I had such bad back issues that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to the gym. It was definitely a situation where when my kids wanted to play, my husband would say, "Don't hurt mommy, you're going to hurt mommy," because I was in pain a lot. But I wouldn't have told you that I was sick. I definitely wouldn't have told you that. I wouldn't have told you that I felt terrible. And I wouldn't have even told you that I was super overweight, but who's not interested in losing a few pounds, right? So that's kind of where I was.
Yeah. And a lot of people are like that. They look on the outside, they might look pretty healthy and all that, but then they may be full of inflammation and pain. I mean, I know I looked like the picture of health and I was anything but. So how did you hear about plexus and what were your initial thoughts?
So my sister-in-law, she had done some network marketing companies before. And so I had always kind of let it go in one ear and out the other. And I was at my mother-in-law's house and she was like, "Lindsey, I want you to read this article. I think that I found something." And in the back of my mind, I was like, "You swore off of this," because she had always said, I work really hard and I don't make a whole lot of money. And so she had kind of sworn off of this industry. And so I was like, "Fine, I'll read it." And it was about how these products could help you lose weight. And so I was like, I mean, I'll try it, but you're going to have to send the information to your brother too, because he's going to have to be on board for me to jump in. And so, I really just looked at it because at the time I also didn't know what all it could do. I just thought I was in this to maybe lose some weight, like you said. So I was like, I mean, I'll try it. I'll try anything. But I don't think that I had real high hopes.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it was like, well, I mean, I'm interested in losing a couple pounds, so I'll try this and it'll make Angela happy. So
that's a biggie.
Yes.
Angela's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
So when did you start seeing results?
Gosh, right away. So Angela started her products a week or 2 before me. And so we were on the phone right away going, "Oh my gosh, is this for real or am I just imagining this?" Because I felt more energy right away. I was definitely the type who would come home and just melt into the couch after work. But in that first week, my husband came home one day and I was cleaning out closets after work. And he was like, "What are you doing?" Because I just had this excess energy. I felt great. I started losing weight pretty quickly. I had some other things going on too that I'll kind of touch on, but the weight came off pretty quickly. So 3 months in, I had lost 24 pounds. I told you I wanted to lose 5. I had more than 5 to lose, but like I said, I didn't have high hopes. So I started at 5. But I lost 24 pounds in 3 months. Going back a little bit, I had some issues with my cycle, with hair loss that I had been seeing a doctor for, and they really thought that I was dealing with a thyroid issue. But I hadn't gone through the full testing for it because I was still nursing my son. And so within 1 month, I have never had a regular cycle in my whole life to this point, right? And in 1 month, I had 1 cycle instead of 2, and it was right on the dot. And I was like, okay, they can have all of my money for the rest of my life. If that's all it ever did,
Yep.
they can have my money. That was like mind boggling to me. Cause again, I didn't know it could do anything like that.
Yeah.
So pretty amazing.
Well, and you kind of mentioned being leery of network marketing. So why did you start sharing, and who were the first 3 people you shared with?
So I had thought about network marketing before, because like I said, I did not want to be working that full-time job. I desperately wanted to be home. I was signing up for like taking surveys online, trying to earn money that way. I was doing little side things, trying to earn money, but like it's kind of things you would never sleep again if you had to do this enough to earn money to stay home. Right.
Yeah.
And so, I had actually become like this close to signing up for another network marketing company, but at the last minute, they threw all the like small print at me. And I was like, oh no, don't want to do that. But having it be my sister-in-law, I trusted Angela, and she had kind of been down this road before. And if she felt like this was different, I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I'm just kind of the type that if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do it. And so honestly, I clicked submit on my order, and I went and started a business Facebook page for my plexus business. And I started sharing like right away. I started sharing my journey as I was experiencing it. And I actually found that to be a huge like accountability for me. It helped keep me consistent on the products. It kept me from sabotaging myself with the products and like junk food, you know. It helped me a ton in that regard. And I think that my audience was just, they were enjoying watching the progress as it happened, instead of just all of a sudden, hey, you know, 3 months later, if I just said, hey, I lost 24 pounds and had a regular cycle. Instead, they got to see all of that happening, and it was kind of cool.
That would be good.
Oh, and my first 3 people, my mom, because obviously your mom's always like the first jump in, right? So she jumped in and ordered. My husband's cousin ordered, and my neighbor Amy ordered right away. So those are my first 3.
Awesome. What would your wish for others be?
My biggest wish is that others would realize that there is a different way, there's a better way, and that whatever is your normal, whatever you've accepted as normal, whether it be pain or inflammation or excess weight that you don't want, not being able to move, having a job that you don't want to be stuck in, not having the freedom to live life on your own terms, sitting in traffic every day, right? These are all things that we just accept as I'm a grown-up and I have to do these things because this is normal and this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be. And like, that is the biggest thing for me, to have been able to find the freedom from the extra weight and the back pain and the job.
Yeah.
All of the things that plexus has given me. I just wish other people would give themselves the chance to experience a different normal. Yeah. And this can be normal. Like everyone you know is doing this. Why not try it?
Yeah. Yeah. And we all can benefit from the products.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for hopping on. That was exciting. Yes. And I know I've heard your story in the past, but I always get bits and pieces that I had forgotten. So thank you so much for joining us. And hope everybody enjoyed your story.
Good. Thanks, Karen.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too.